Good afternoon there, everybody. Silver Dragon here, back once again with a returning favorite. Dwarf Fortress is now back. I'm sure the many people are now going, "Yay, Dwarf Fortress!" and all that good stuff. Now, of course, previously they were used to be, 2 hours long and they'd be quite extensive and such. But I'm going to try and shrink all that down to an hour now. This is both a new series as well as a bit of a channel announcement in and of itself. I am going to be trying now to restrict all of my videos as close as possible to an hour or less, to try and speed things along for you guys, make things a little shorter. And I'm also going to be doing it a little more often. If you take a look at my main channel page, my description, the description for my channel video, which hopefully everyone can see, now actually also has the list of my current series. And I'm going to be attempting to do those series in order, with the exception of like today and tomorrow. Starting Monday, I will be attempting to do all five, I think, of those series in order. So definitely check that out if you so wish. Now, I suppose I should do, well, I'll do the Dwarf Fortress stuff in a second here. I'll show that off. There have been a few versions of this that have changed up since I had my previous stuff, so I will get to some of the changes here in a minute. But another thing that had happened before is that, and I'm going to want your opinion on that, everyone's opinion on this. About a week ago, or not a week ago, actually it was a couple of days ago even, I was basically up late. I had to get, I had to be up for a long time, and there was nothing else to do, so I streamed. Obviously, I was doing some live streaming. A lot of people have asked before if I do live streaming, and I decided to, post a video announcement on here saying that, hey guys, for the next like 6 hours, I'll be live here as long as this video is up. I am live over at this channel. Come and get it. Come watch, come party. And it gets along the lines of, was that a good announcement for you guys? Like, I don't want to spam your email boxes all the time with, hey, I'm live, or nothing like that. For any time I plan on going for a good long couple of hours, I would like to, though. But I was going to get your guys' opinion on that. Is that something you guys want to see from me, or would you rather I not do that? Definitely post your opinions on that if you can. That's about all I can think of right now for the announcement madness. So anyway, on to Dwarf Fortress. Let me go up to the actual thing here. Alright. Now, I was using version E. There have been 2 updates since then. Version F, many different fixes, bug fixes for the non-Masterwork tile sets, disease nerfs. Thistlenot's disease nerfs was added in, so diseases will be a little bit easier to deal with. Cave fungus visible using the Space Fox tile set. Updates to the setting program, added spore tree saplings to many tile sets for balanced medicine production, which is interesting, although all of these are actually technical, so I'm not going to, go into too much depth with them. Missing vampire and black and white altar reactions enabled. Obscure syndromes have been renamed. Fixes in armoring unicorns, cougars, and wolves. Potentially malformed headers fixed. Tar pitch and unknown materials are no longer treated as corpses. Mutilated corpses are now more descriptive. Orcs have more leatherworking options, numerous cleanups, including the ability to open moon arrow crates, missing poisons for orcs, and orcs being able to use buckets at fountains. Numerous typos fixed, updated the manuals, especially for orcs. Default settings for the settings program, numerous small bug fixes and improvements. And with the newest version, there's a new addition to the manual, the MDF database by Jod Gap, a beautifully designed manual listing all the items, sorted by types. It works with Masterwork Dwarf Fortress and vanilla items. It's quite interesting for that. GUI has been changed up a little bit. You can now add material classes to invaders, weak, normal, or strong. This way you can alter the difficulty lock, such as like humans with iron armor, goblins wielding mithril weapons, it's up to you. You can select single races for advanced mode, so you can play whoever you want in that sense, which is interesting. I'd have to test that out. Replace the Mayday style plant with rose. That's for preparation. That's a tile set. Preparation for new decorations and workshop. That is one of the tile sets. Updated utilities and scripts, Dwarf Therapist and the manual, Render Max, which I'm actually using right now. Unfortunately, I cannot zoom in and out. I'm going to have to avoid trying to do that as much as possible, because if I do, I'm screwed. it will crash the game with Render Max on. That's another thing actually I want you guys to decide. If you want to have this really, really cool lighting effect here that, goes on the cursor as well. For the fortress, I can keep it on and it will render as is here. But as it is, I cannot zoom in or out. If I try, it will crash. Alright. So I'm not sure exactly what the heck I'm going to do to fix that, but yeah. Updated Dwarf Manipulator. Now that I'm not really sure what it does. I need to look that up actually, figure out what exactly it does. A couple bug fixing and balancing, of course fix more typos, minor bugs, extract tar from smooth wood reaction, plywood needing plywood making needs 3 times less glue, I should say. Added many missing hotkeys to reactions, fixed many duplicate hotkeys in reactions. Fixed all grasses for all tile sets. Fixed tattoos showing up in animal creature descriptions, except one as an Easter egg. Item corpses have been removed. No more never rotting mutilated corpses in your tool stockpiles. I like that. That's nice. Alright. Now on to the new features, which is actually interesting. Bone Stacks mod by Wannabe Hero has been fixed up with the bone stacks now. Bones come in smaller stacks now. Example, instead of 1 stack with 24 bones, you get 12 stacks of 2 bones. This fixed the main issue of bone stacks being used up fast. Now you have more than enough stacks, so that's taken care of. And a new interesting one, the soul system. Based on an idea by Roses, each creature now leaves a soul after being butchered. Souls will wither after 2 weeks and disappear after 4 weeks. They can be stored for a long time, so you have to use them while you got them. Mass killings be it invaders or pets, is the only way to get large amounts at the same time. Souls are used in the biology system, replacing the item corpses. Souls can also be sacrificed to Armok for rewards, which actually goes on to the next point, an overhaul to the religious system. Altars can now create the same items as shrines can, while they offer a soul, pray for X reaction. These reactions are not free, but cost a soul. They have 10% higher return rate than the free ones. You can also sacrifice many souls or objects to the Temple of Bloody X, or at a Temple for Bloody X of Armok, which are weapons and armors. Golem hearts have been removed from religion. They are no longer needed to make golem forges. Making wards now requires a dwarven sacrifice, so better order them from caravans. Ceremonial totems and statues have been removed. They are no longer needed as building materials. There are now 3 levels of priest. All priests are sterile, celibacy. They level up by praying a long time in a monastery. Apostle, priest, and high priest. First one is the very same as before. Second can identify possessed dwarves. The third one can identify possessed dwarves. Gives no fear to allies. Blocks most reactions done by the cult of the carp god. Hail, carp god! And can identify cult leader without starting combat. The downside to this is all inner threats no longer show their hints. No more the baby paints a pentagram with blood. No more checks out the refuse stockpile. Instead of random dwarf might find a clue in the fort, but no one but the priest or wards of Armok, which I do have, can identify the possessed dwarves now. New religious building has been added, the Volcano Oracle of Armok. The 3 blessings of Armok have been moved to it, and now instantly affect every dwarf in the fortress, which is nice at the same time, and cost souls. The Guardian of Armok has also been moved to this building, and costs 25 souls. You can also create Moon Silver and Shade Silver here, which cost 1 bar of silver each, and have exactly the same properties as silver, but do 30 times damage against good or evil creatures. Moon Silver hurts evil, and Shade Silver hurts good. This means you can outfit specialized squads against certain enemies, but you have to remember that silver is otherwise not a good weapon choice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For the Volcanic Oracle of Armok, we have, of course, the Shade Silver stuff they mentioned. Sacrificing souls to the Oracle will give you the Blessing of Armok, work, peace, war, or safety. The first 3 will give you positive effects that affect all dwarves. Work is great if you have a safe fortress with a blooming industry. Peace is good if you are threatened by tantrums and civil unrest. War is a good one to boost your military, and safety will create the Guardian of Armok. Best way to get souls for this, of course, building butcheries next to the Oracle and do mass slaughter fest in praise of the blood god, Armok. Hail, Armok! And carp god. No, anyway. Ah, delicious. Anyway, let's get to it. So, as I said, unfortunately, I cannot zoom in here, so we'll have to deal with it as we can if we want to keep this sexy, sexy lighting. So let me designate some trees over here to be destroyed. Not destroyed, but... oh, weird. Designate trees. Cut. Now, I did bring a bunch of guys along with me, which I will show you in a second. Now, do I want to do... it's debatable. I am going to be trying to make a nice, sexy fort here, because this is exactly a fairly easy kind of place to... well, fort to have, I should say. I'm not an evil biome or nothing too horrible. It is a bit of a untamed wilds, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But it shouldn't be, you know, mind-blowing in any fashion for that. Okay, I'll leave this here. This will be the location of our hospital and training area. Although I will have to find water. So all this stuff is going to be bad, I'm sure. It's all stagnant water. Yeah, and you do not want to drink stagnant water. So another main thing I'm going to have to do almost immediately is try and find a cave. And I'm going to start working pretty quickly on producing what we need and creating pump stacks to get the water to a cistern up in the surface somewhere. A nice reservoir that I can pump to certain areas. And I'm actually going to use pumps to pump them away out of the cistern as well. I'm not going to use gates, which will be a lot safer as well. But anyway, let's start this off here as I usually do. So we will... oops. Drag this along here. So you can... there's actually... another interesting is a lot of the, you know, the old tools. Previously there was a type of item your dwarves made called toys. But these toys had no real use to the game. So they were removed in favor of illumination, candelabras, you know, stuff like that. Which is now used for this RenderMax mod, which adds all the lighting and such. So I'll be making all these kind of sexy candelabras and such and making things look good. Alright. So this will continue on this way for a bit, and that should be good. Okay, up, down, stairway. What am I doing? That should be good. Then I'm gonna have to get a small little exploratory tunnel going here so we can get down to the... there we go. Get down to the cave and find us some water. Alright, that'll be good. Let me get the place over here quickly for the animals to graze. I do have a lot of animals I have brought with me. So I'm going to need a big zone for them. Okay. Now, because we're in such an open area, it doesn't have any hills or nothing, we are going to have to... one second, let me get all these here. Really hope I didn't screw that up, though. Alright, anyway, let's designate some more over here. I am going to have to create a bit of an outdoor fortress here is what I was going for. Mountain tuskox, they're both bulls. They won't be lasting too long. Okay, let's resume for now. Let them get to work. But I must say, just from what I'm seeing right now, without even the colored bits of RenderMax, like once we get to our first cave, it's really, really nice.
Oh, I fished all the fish there are, since no more fish.
Okay, there's not even any walls here, so this will be just a temporary hold area here. Just because I don't want to have my, you know, I want to have all of my serious stuff down here in the rock layers. But that means I can just carve it all out later then, in that case. It's like, I hope you find some fish. You see the alert for that. In the central swamps. Well, hopefully he can go by the ocean and find some stuff. Good, he is, I think. What do we got here? He is trying to fish there. I think it's actually getting pushed away. Ah, yes, raw nautilus, raw thornback ray. So he is finding it. Now, of course, as I can mention here as well, I should have mentioned where I'm at. I am basically on a temperate ocean, which is why I'm digging down into the ground, because... Actually, is this salt water? Water, 7 to 7. Salt water. Oh, holy crap, we actually do have water. Okay, so I was worried that we were going to die because we didn't have the proper water, but that means I don't have to dig all the way down now. Okay, in that case, I should probably stop them from doing this. For now. Okay. I will still want to find a cave eventually, but it's no longer as pressing that I have that river. I didn't even notice that I had that river, which is kind of funny. So yeah, that will be able to hold us off when it comes to that. Why do we have... Weird. Downstairs. Make it out of shale. Not sure why that downstairs was removed. Okay, we have sand, we have clay. I assume this is clay. Yep, fire clay, so I can do all kinds of stuff with that. We will start up here in this area for now, but we're going to be doing some serious expanding else afterwards. Okay, let's go hotkeys, F1, zoom here for now. That will be sufficient for the moment. Okay. Build workshop. Get a couple quick workshops up top here to get what we need done. Carpenter's workshop. We'll need a mason's workshop. Craft dwarf workshop, I suppose. I can also build. Definitely need a mechanics workshop. And we'll need a fishery. But the fishery I'm actually going to be building right near the ocean here. Actually placed on the sands right here. And let me put... click I for my zones. And I'll create a dump zone here. There's garbage. Garbage dump. Okay, now I had DBD. And for those who are being lazy right now, oh, guess I can't do it. Never mind then. I was gonna create a dump zone there, but it seems, excuse me, it seems like I cannot do so. As of now. So I'll create a nice little wide stockpile here. And these are simply for permit. It's a fish stockpile, and that's all that goes there. That is the entirety of what will go there. Alright. Now we go downstairs and let them do their thing. Okay. Now, let's see. This first level is going to be hospital and barracks area. So eventually I'll actually cut this bit off here. I'll seal this in. And I will use a separate area down here to hold off the enemy. Actually, that's what I'll even do. I'll create a fortress kind of area here at one point. It'll be a while before I do it, but still, this is going to be my guard and you know, hospital area. And down here is going to be my crafting area, which I am going to try and segregate again this time around. Make it look good. So how am I going to do that? What kind of design do I want to use here? For now, I think I'll start with practical use. So let's get this thing going over here. Okay, I'll separate this bit off. We will have a large general crafting chamber here for now. Actually, you know what? Ooh. But, So this is where things start taking a turn for the longer episode as I start debating what I want to do here. Because I'm thinking I could do a large central chamber for stockpiles, and then the outer chambers being... Actually, you know what? I'm going to segregate this downwards, even. That's what I'll do. In that case, I could even make it so that the stockpiles aren't accessible from this regard. Do I want to make the stockpiles lower side of this, then? And that way I could make an interesting design here as well. Okay, we'll do it that way. Alright, so let's start off here. Damn it, I fucked up. Alright. There we go. Whoops. I'll probably extend this further afterwards at some point. But basically what I'm going to do is... And actually, this is actually quite perfect here, too. Now I need to figure out... I want to have like 4 in each corner here for now, and I don't need to be surrounded, so... Okay. So that is with 1 space in between everything. That still leaves like a whole gap here, though. Trying to think of a really cool way to design this. This is good, but then it needs to be widened a little bit more. Okay. It'll start right here. Alright. Dig this up. I think this would look good, would it not? That's the thing I'm trying to wonder here. Oops. To have each workshop kind of in their little zone here. That would leave with little corridors outside, and they'd be able to just run in here and do their thing. I don't know, man. This is difficult for me. Oh man, this is the part about Dwarf Fortress that makes it last a long, long time. This is where I start spending like 2.5 hours playing it, just because, if not longer, because I just try and design something that looks cool, and it just becomes such a debate about how exactly I should design this and make it look good. I could leave it just a giant square room and just build things all around it and have stairways going down to the stockpiles. But that wouldn't be very sexy now, would it? You know what? I'm going to do a design similar to this then. Except... My god, kitty, what do you want? What the meow with you? Have to extend everything a little bit further. Alright. This would allow for 4 of each type. Yet still look good. I suppose I could even just close it off. But then why not just make rooms is the question with this. God damn. It's so debatable. So debatable how I want to do this. Shit. So I want to make it look good, but I don't want it to... I don't want to get too insane with the damn thing. Such a debate, such a debate. And then how would this mirror is the question. Shit. Damn it. For now, I'll just make it general, I guess, because it's just too much of a... It would take me way too long to design something that would look good. So for now... For now, I'll just shrink the whole damn thing. Let's see. That'll work, I guess. Yep, just gotta go down one. There we go. Good enough. For now, I'll just leave it as is like that, because I want to design something that looks so nice, but I'll just have to do it with walls then in that case. I'll have to come in here later with walls. Since my design skills are, you know, crappy, I should say, I'm gonna say that. You know, if any of you guys have a really good design for a sexy crafting area, definitely give me your thoughts, and I will see what I can do.
Yes,
Sorry,
I'll
sir,
do
I
it.
can't do
No,
it.
it won't work.
There we go. Alright, let them finish this up. So all the main workshops will go here. I'll have to work on the storage areas in a minute. Oh, it's light. Daylight is coming. Daytime. Yay, daytime. I like that there's actually a nighttime. That makes things look... It just gives a really nice effect to everything. Okay. Alright, they'll be back here. Oh, they're already back. Wow, fast little Baxters. So I want to try and get as much progress to begin with here as I can. So I'll work on sexy designs later. I might even at one point just, you know, debate designs on, maybe even during a stream. And see what I can do with that. No work will be done, but we will go in and go through for like an hour or two and just debate design. Alright. There we go. So this will be the stockpile room. May eventually be divided so that it segments things properly. Alright. Hopefully I'm doing this properly. Nope, I went one too far, but that's okay. We'll just remove that quickly. Alright. Because God knows we need massive, massive stockpiles. This will not hold us long at all. It's enough for our basics, and that's about it. Okay. That'll keep him busy for a bit. See how our fishers are doing. They're doing quite well, considering. Alright. I'll have to create a temporary kitchen area as well. Since we're going to abandon this point eventually, I should probably... maybe I should make it here. Okay. I'll go like this. So this will be our temporary food and storage area. Well, food and drink storage area. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I have to set up my military commander. Equipment... sign uniforms. I want to give a new uniform. I'm trying to remember. Okay, military. I'll create a squad, then a military commander. No uniform. Because we do have one guy who is a legionnaire recruit. He is my only legionnaire. And I should also mention what we have. We have 3 miners, a fishery worker, a farmer, of course my guy, the magistrate, a woodcutter, a mechanic, a doctor, and a metalsmith. That is what we currently possess. Here we go, uniforms what I needed. Okay. Now we'll go add. Okay, we'll need armor. Let's see. Armor times 2. Actually, let me go over here. We'll need a breastplate, a mail shirt, and a cloak. We put caps lock on, make it easier for here. For leg wear, we just have greaves. Helm, we have both a mail hood and a helm. For gloves, we have gauntlets. Boots, we have just boots. Shield, we have a round shield. And weapon currently is a longsword. Okay, now let's go materials. Bismuth bronze. Bismuth bronze. Of course, cloaks. I have a rigid scale plate cloak assigned to him. As always, bismuth bronze. Bismuth bronze. Bismuth bronze. Oclarium. I remember that one guy who had Oclarium pantaloons and an Oclarium breastplate. That was pretty badass and hilarious. Bismuth bronze. No overclothing. There's cap lock. No overclothing. Exact matches. Okay. Let's see. Equipment. Sign uniform. You will have bismuth bronze, good sir. I'll set him up near the caravan so he'll actually get equipped. Alright. And now we have our military commander. I'm sure 1,000 of you are going to request the military commander, and I'll have to go through and do a random.org to decide who gets the military commander. Alright, let's set up the tables. Get all the beds set up. Alright. Get some more beds. God knows we'll need more beds. We have 14 dwarves I spawned with. Just because I knew a lot of you guys would want dwarves, so I made 100% sure to get a lot of dwarves. This will be our dining hall for now. I will assign this to myself. And assign this to myself. Okay. Time to go to the noble screen. Alright. Manager is myself. I am also the broker. And the bookkeeper. What do I require now? Modest dining room. Where at the moment I'm gonna tell him to do a high precision. You know what? Let's go highest precision. Actually, no, since he is the broker, I should always keep him at least for the moment, at high precision. In case somebody does decide to pop up that wants to trade, I need him to be able to, you know, pay attention and get things done. Build, workshop. That's a good idea, actually. That way I'm not completely abandoning this at some point. Eventually I'm going to dig out this whole region once I move downstairs. I'm going to basically dig out this entire region here as my farm. That's what I'm going to do with this. For now, I will put the kitchen and the brewer in here. Which is L, I think, for the distillery. It is. And I'll start putting the fish and other drinks in here. Disable. Alright. Forbid drinks. Forbid unprepared fish. That'll be taken care of elsewhere. Forbid seeds. The rest may go here. Actually, I think I forgot lye, but I did bring a lot of other stuff, so it's fine. And this one is purely an alcohol stockpile. So it's the easiest one. Just gotta disable everything except for, permit. Except for drink. And there we go. Sweet. Okay, resume, build tables. Okay, now that the miners have finished that up, I'm going to immediately have them... actually, no, they haven't finished up yet. They're still working on the crafting area. Once they're done the crafting area, I'm going to have them immediately work on our epic dining hall. Which I'm going to have set up... again, it's debatable on design. You know what? I'm going to make this... I'm just going to get all the basics. This is what's going to happen, guys. This is what's going to happen. I am going to get all the basics taken care of here today. You know, all the general components. Everything is generally prepped, ready to go, ready to get things done. And tomorrow... I will live stream this embark of Dwarf Fortress. I don't know if I'm going to take any names for dwarves then. I will have to put that up to a debate. We'll see what happens. I may just name off the first 14 dwarves then. Though anyone who does comment will still get a dwarf eventually, as always. And we're going to debate on all the designs. So all the major designs are going to be done and dealt with tomorrow. And that is my alarm clock telling me to wake up. And telling me the battery is low. I'll have to deal with that. So that is what's going to happen. So for those that want to get in on this, that want to help me design this fortress, the intricate parts of it and make it look cool, and see spots where we're gonna put, we have to see spots we're gonna put candelabras, where we're gonna put statues. It's gonna be I want this to be a very, very sexy fort, and eventually it will even be, there will be a big castle out here. There'll be a courtyard in this area. I intend to make this a very sexy fort if I can. So we'll see what we can do for that. So that is what's going to happen for today. This may be a fairly short episode because of that. I will just get all the basics done. Everything's starting to be prepped, and then we will start to work on the really, really cool stuff. Shit. More beds. There we go. He's working on the stuff again. Oh, I forgot to designate this as a bedroom. It is a dormitory. Okay, let's get our chairs. He's working pretty fast, that carpenter. Now, of course, you may notice the dwarves are going incredibly fast right now. That's because I raised the maximum FPS in the top left corner in order to reflect that and allow them to move quite fast. Of course, lag and, build-up of lag will still occur, but to start off with, they'll be a lot faster. Okay, build chairs. Let's get some more beds in place here. Oops. I, for some reason, started setting up chains by mistake instead of beds. That is unfortunate. That was not my intention. Whoops. Okay, let's create a couple more beds. And then let's create some additional... Let's see, create some additional buckets. I may have to create some chains. Some cages at some point. There's not anything else I really need right now. No, because we do have a actual river we can drink from, which is lucky. It could have easily been a salt river. Because of its, where how close it is to the ocean. We're lucky on that regard. We will leave it as is for the moment. Mason, I will leave you be. Alright. Oh yes, build. Workshop. Another workshop I forgot to make pretty damn quickly, and I should do. Although some of them I'll put downstairs. We have the farmer's workshop, which I will put right here. We have the butcher's workshop, which I should probably put right beside it. And then I also need a refuse stockpile as well, which is another thing I forgot. So P, refuse. For now, we'll put our refuse over in the corner here. Settings, enable corpses as well. It's not that big of a stockpile, but it should help us initially. Then I want all the trees in this whole area here taken care of. If you don't mind. Alright. Now let me start off a pretty... because this is going to be the extent of where the... There we go. I'll dig it out right here. This is going to be the extent of where the farm is when I eventually build it. It's just going to be like the very edge of it. Eventually I'll have several different farms here with candelabras all over the place and braziers and stuff that will catch the light and do really good like that here. Alright, we need to get the farms going here, so I'll let them start building this, digging it all out, all that good stuff. Okay, there we go. Farm plot. Okay. Now we'll do another food stockpile here in the center of them. And this is going to be specifically for seeds. And only seeds. Easiest, most best thing to do with this is to always keep your seeds near your actual farming plots, if possible, because that way they have to go a whole 2 feet in order to plant what they need. All right. It's good to go. We have 7 idlers right now. Obviously, a lot of our guys are idle. There's a lot of things we need to do. You know, a lot of different structures we have to build and dig out. What do we have here? Cobalite. Since I don't want my miners being too idle, I will have them start digging a bit of a mine shaft here. As with all my deep mine shafts, though, this will have a little fortress protecting it at some point. Up, down stairways. I don't want to breach any cavern layers if I can help it. So hopefully they won't. Oh, God knows. Alright. I don't think we ever found any jewels, or we might have. But I do need to start stockpiling a lot of things. What do we find? Ah, malachite. So we found our... Oh, hello. It's diorite. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. But we found copper now. So we know we have copper. Hopefully we do have iron. I should probably set up some hotkeys here as well. So hotkeys, F2, zoom here. F3, zoom here. Good for now. Ah, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Something I'm thinking of. Oh, yes. Build workshop. Jewel crafter. So for now, I'll get the jeweler in here. Oh, yes. That's what I was thinking of. I remember now. Let's put... Well, I do want a candelabra here at some point, so... I will do it right on the edge here. Okay. I will have all my idlers come down here and dump all of... Oh, god damn it. All of these rocks out of here, because this is going to be our stockpile. So I'll have them all dump all that out of there quickly. Finding a lot of gypsum. So if we got some diorite here. Chromite. Amethyst. I'll definitely have them dig out that amethyst. What do we have here? Ah, I found our marble. Fuck yeah. That is our flux material. So if we happen to... I'll have them also dig this out here, though. If we happen to find any iron, or of course we already have our more marble. Ooh, weak warp stone. Where? Okay, luckily we didn't actually dig into it too much. Warpstone, you don't really want to mess with warpstone if you can help it. What do we have here? Let's see, this is Cassiterite. Okay, I'll deal with that as I can. Okay, let me have them designate out some channels to dig here quickly, so we can do some exploring, seeing what we have here for resources. Have them channel out a bit in every direction at this point. Eventually I'm just going to have them dig out a whole bunch of this marble, because even as a material you use just to craft things, it's really good. Alright, hopefully we have some decent, you know, ore around here, though. I really would like to see a larger variety of ores, though, in, like, your embark area. It seems like there's a lot of restrictions at times, like, in the amount of types of ore you can find. Although I'm not 100% on that, but still. Oh, shit, I forgot. Okay. Plump helmet for this guy, for the big guy, and then cave wheat. There we go. That'll be going to work. That's good enough for now. Excuse me. More than enough beds. Lapis lazuli. Ah, so we're already finding some good stuff there. Alright. Oh, wow, they're already done. Sweet. Okay, stockpiles. This is what I forgot to do. Forgot to create all my stockpiles. So we'll put a gem cutters one here. I'll have a large wood stockpile down here. Actually make an incredibly large wood stockpile. Get our cloth going. Finished goods gets a huge stockpile in and of itself as well. Actually, I'll make 2 of them. Alright. Finished goods. Ah, furniture is what I was looking for. Furniture stockpile. Make that fairly large. Leather stockpile. Weapons and armor stockpile. And then finally, well, did I get leather? I hope I got leather. No, I'll make another one here. I'm definitely need a much larger bars and block stockpile, actually. Oh well. I'll leave it as is for now, though. Eventually the bars and block stockpile must be a lot larger, but this will do for the moment. Okay. Let's see. Find our cut. Cut all the gems we've currently found, which is 2 of them. So not exactly a lot, but hey, gems are gems. So they'll get that done. But I definitely got to get some candelabras built eventually here. Wonder, does my craft dwarf make them? I'll make 6 rock illuminations. Hopefully that will go well, or be produce well, I should say. And actually, oh fuck, I forget about that guy completely. I completely forgot about him. I apologize, good sir. He's drinking right now. I left him there all prepared. Okay, let's take a look at his inventory. He's wearing everything properly. Okay. You can chillax for now, my friend. Alright, so I'll let that be as is. He's going to do his job, and the rest is going quite well right now. Now, the interesting thing is we're also going to have a lot of work with these boars. Now, the reason I bought cragtooth boars, and hopefully I did buy the correct, females and males. Her. Okay, good. So there should be, I think, 20 females and 2 males, if I'm not mistaken. Now, cragtooth boars are obviously, they can be milked, actually, which is good. So you can make cheese from that. They can also be, their tusks can be sheared, and it's a higher value than some ivory. So you can make some really good bone crafts, which I will have to do. Giant sparrows we have going around here. What else do I have going around right now? Just giant sparrows right now, pets and livestock. So yeah, the UI here has definitely changed up a little bit. Yeah, things seem to be going generally quite well, I have to say. We're actually, our fishers are fishing properly, you know. Things are generally working the way we want them to. But yeah, it is approaching the hour mark today, so I think I will call this here in a minute. For today's episode. It was the very basics, couple announcements, you know, we're set up here, ready to get stuff done. For those that were interested, of course, definitely check out the rough schedule that I have at the moment on my channel trailer, if you so wish. Let me see if I actually built that illumination. Let's see, build, what is it under, though? I know it's under, try furnaces. I'd have to know what I had, actually, so I have to go, oops, return a game. Z, I guess. Stock list. Body parts. Mechanisms. If we've even made any yet is the question. Beds. I don't think we have yet. Nope, we have not. So whoever has the job hasn't quite gotten around to it. So we'll have to check out the candelabras or whatever kind of illumination material we make next time. We'll start placing them around. If you guys want me to keep this like this. Otherwise, you know, if you don't want the interesting, you know, sexy kind of illumination here, we could just go back to default, which would brighten everything right back up, and I could zoom in, zoom out. It'd be no problem like that. So I wouldn't have that restriction anymore. Or I could leave it as is, so it all really is up to you guys, you know, what you want to see here. I'll have to have them mine out all the little gems here to make sure I grab all of them. That's not a gem, so I'll leave that be for now. Get these guys going here. Ooh, it gives off such nice colors, and that's the thing. There's also, this isn't the you know, the total amount of it. Like, there are some really nice colors that I've seen RenderMax generate. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of that. But anyway, that is about it for now. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Definitely have yourselves a good day. I will, of course, be working, which will be joyful in and of itself. But yeah, you know, pays the bills. Pays the bills. So yeah, again, tomorrow I will be live with this, start designing some really cool rooms, you know, our main dining room and everything, you know. I'm going to try and make it look really good if I can. Of course, designing it is half, as they say, design is half the battle, you know, because you never know what you're going to find in there, you know. You could design something that's, you know, absolutely epic, but then the wall that you have as your central focus turns out to be entirely made out of gems or iron or something, and you have to make a choice. Do I mine it out and then replace it with walls, or what am I going to do here, you know? So that's the interesting thing with that. We'll have to debate that and see what happens. So definitely check it out. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great one, and I will catch you all next time with some more Masterwork Dwarf Fortress. Have a great one, everybody, and see y'all later. Peace.